remember how we just did half reactions? We did the K plus, O gave us K2O or whatever I had. Okay. I think it was KCl, gave us KCl. We did that example. And then you had to write half reaction. You had to write a half reaction for K, and you had to write a half reaction for Cl, right? Okay, I'm going to do this one for you, and then I'm going to have you try B and C. So let's look at why we're doing the half reactions. So first, calcium sulfide is this. Everybody agree with that? That's calcium sulfide?
Uh-huh.
All right. And it comes from calcium and sulfur. All right. Now, folks, when I do these, this is how I do it. I go ahead and assign oxidations automatically. So this is going to be pretty easy, but we'll do the easy ones before we get to the hard ones. So that's a 0 charge, that's a 0 charge, that's a 2 plus 2 charge, that's a 2 minus charge. Does everybody agree with that?
How'd you get 0?
So why is it 0?
Because it's calcium by itself. It's the calcium
They have to
atom.
have a
It is
neutral
not
charge.
an ion. It's calcium, the metal. This is sulfur, the non-metal.
So when they're together,
So when they're together, though, they're making a bond. That's when they're getting rid of electrons and things like that.
but when they're separate, they're always going to be 0.
That's correct. Unless I tell you it's an ion. Okay? So now the question here is to write the overall equation. I've written the overall equation. Now I'm going to write the two half reactions and tell what the parts are.
Okay.
So let's do this part.
It's gonna get hard.
So I'm going to say Ca yields Ca2 plus, and I'm going to say S yields S2 minus. Everybody understand where I got that part from?
Yep.
Now I'm going to put my electrons in there. Remember, the electrons are negative, so they're always going to go on the more positive side. Here's my more positive side, right?
Yes.
This side equals 0, this side equals 2 plus, so I'm going to have to add 2 electrons to make it equal 0. Again, let's say that. So this side equals 0, this side equals 2 plus right now, so I had to add 2 electrons to make, because the sides have to have the same charge.
Wait. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah. That makes sense.
So this one actually lost electrons.
And this one has to subtract 2 electrons.
0, because this side equals 0. All right, now this side is a 0, this side is a 2 minus.
So you have to
I'm going to put 2 electrons over here. So
Why
this side now is 2 minus, and this side is 2 minus.
What's so bad about putting it on the same side?
It can't happen because in order if you have oxidation reduction, one of them has to lose electrons, one of them has to gain electrons. So if you see this calcium is losing electrons, it's giving them to the sulfur to make the compound.
So those numbers are going to be the same?
They will eventually. They might not always at first time, but right now, we're not going to worry about that right now.
Okay.
Now let me go to,
So why wouldn't you put the 2 electrons on the other side?
okay, let me show you if I did, all right? If I did, and put this, that's a 0 and a 4 minus. They don't equal the same.
So you can't make it.
It has to equal the same thing.
So you can only give it more. You can't subtract more.
That's right. I'm always either losing 2 electrons losing electrons or gaining electrons. I can't take electrons away from here. Because if I did, it wouldn't be a 2 minus charge anymore. All right? And it's got to be whatever this is over here. So now, let me tell you one thing. So another thing I want you to know is that, so what type of reaction, which type of half reaction is this? It went from Ca0 to Ca2 plus. Oxidation. So this is oxidation right here. That's one thing you're going to have to be able to recognize what kind of half reaction oxidation. That means this must have been what? Reduction. This is reduction because it got more negative. So this is my oxidation half reaction. That is my reduction half reaction. Just in case it ever asks you this, that means this is my reducing agent and this is my oxidizing agent. I probably won't ask you that on the test, but I don't know if they're going to ask you that on the AP exam. Okay? Because remember, agents are always opposite.
Oxidation.
Okay?
Is a loss of electrons.
Are y'all good with that part? Okay? Now, don't worry about balancing them. And here, these are 2 and these are 2, but sometimes you might have 1 and 3 or whatever. They don't have to be the same right now. So again, for practice, I want you to do B and C on your own.